3 things in Japan that look fake, but you can actually eat them. First, in Japan, there's edible gold drinks. Yes, real gold flakes floating inside. You're literally drinking luxury. It sparkles with every sip. Next, Japan has color-changing tea. It starts blue, then you add lemon. Boom, it turns purple. Feels like a science experiment. Third, there's wasabi ice cream. Sweet, then suddenly spicy. Your brain says dessert. Your mouth says danger. Now hold on, it gets better. Fourth, Japan makes 3D latte art, not just drawings. Tiny foam animals sitting on your coffee. Too cute to drink, but you will. Fifth, there are giant fluffy pancakes. They jiggle like jelly, so soft, they almost bounce. It's like eating a cloud. And finally, the craziest one, Japan has live squid sashimi. The squid moves on your
3 things in Japan that simply make sense. First, some elevators in Japan have tiny emergency toilets. Yep, not for sitting, only for when you get stuck during an earthquake. And it's not just a toilet. Inside, there's toilet paper, a flashlight, towels, water, even games. Second, Japan has self-heating bentos. You just pull a string, and a chemical reaction heats your meal instantly. It's perfect if you're on a bullet train or just need a hot meal on the go. The string actually opens a water pouch that mixes with quicklime at the bottom of the box, creating heat that warms your entire bento. Lastly, Japanese garbage trucks are next level. They're cleaner than most cars and get washed every single day. Honestly, it's crazy to see how tidy and well-maintained they are. It's like they're brand new every morning. Why Japan is the best country for blind people, but not the USA? First, in Japan, officials don't wait for you to struggle. If a blind person needs help getting off a train or finding a route, staff immediately step in. They guide you safely, answer your questions, and never refuse help. Second, Japan designs bathrooms with blind people in mind. Many restroom panels have braille under every button, including the flush and bidet controls. Everything is clearly labeled by touch. Accessibility here is intentional. Lastly, even beer cans in Japan have braille on top. Those small bumps tell blind people that the drink is alcohol. Most people never notice it, but for someone who needs it, it makes daily life safer and easier. 3 things that only make sense in Japan but not in the USA. First, in Japan, their garbage trucks are insanely clean. Not just the outside, but the inside too. People say workers clean these trucks every single day. In many countries, garbage trucks look dirty and smell bad. In Japan, even trash is treated with respect. Next, in Japan, if you give cash directly to the staff, they might feel uncomfortable. They will move a small tray closer to you. So you place the cash on the payment tray, and they return your change on the same tray. Lastly, Japan is famous for high-quality food, and that doesn't stop with humans. Dogs here eat beef burgers, pork meals, and even chicken teriyaki pizza. Some stores even display reviews written for dogs. You will regret if you leave Japan without trying these viral foods. In Japan, there's a tiny ramen stall where people line up for over an hour before it even opens. The chef makes everything by hand right in front of you, from the noodles to the broth to the toppings. The soy-based broth is light but full of flavor, and the best part, you can literally watch your bowl being made like a piece of art. Then there's this crazy cheeseburger that comes swimming in hot melted cheese. They pour a thick 3-cheese sauce right on the grill and place the burger on top while it's still sizzling. It looks messy at first, but the taste is on another level, and you can't leave without trying Japan's famous egg sandwich. It looks simple, but the bread is super soft and the filling is extra creamy and rich. You can find it in stores like 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart. It's cheap, quick, and once you try it, you'll probably grab another one right away. 3 weird cafes in Japan that Americans might never believe. First, in Tokyo, there's a cafe where you'll never have to eat alone, even if you go solo. At the Sean the Sheep Cafe, the staff places a giant plush toy at your table to keep you company. The entire cafe is covered in sheep decorations, from the menu to the walls. Second, there's a cafe in Japan where a bear's paw serves you coffee. Yes, a real furry paw that gently slides your cup through a small window. This cafe was created to help people struggling with mental health issues and social anxiety. Instead of facing customers directly, the staff serves drinks through the bear's paw. Lastly, there's a Tokyo Cafe that turns your coffee into a masterpiece. You can bring any photo, your pet, your favorite anime character, even your face, and the barista will recreate it in stunning 2D or 3D foam art. What looks like a machine's work is actually done by hand, with every tiny detail drawn on your cup of latte. 3 things you should never do in Japan if you love your country. First, never touch or pull sakura trees. In Japan, cherry blossoms are a respected symbol of life, and tourists often ruin them by tugging branches or taking flowers for photos, which is seen as careless and disrespectful. Second, never take photos of geisha without permission. Geisha are highly trained professionals in Japanese culture, not tourist attractions, and treating them like objects by snapping photos anytime you see them is considered rude and disrespectful to their hard work. Lastly, don't be loud on trains. Even though it's not written as a rule, Japanese trains are quiet spaces, and talking loudly or making phone calls will disturb everyone around you. 3 things that only make sense in Japan but not in your country. First, Japan has a city that literally steams non-stop. In Beppu, the ground breathes like a giant hot pot. You can tour Hell Hot Springs, a blood-red pond, bubbling mud, a 150-degree water blast, and even crocodiles soaking in steam. Second, Japan has refrigerator lockers, not just coin lockers, actual mini fridges. Waterproof lining, vents, and racks so you can store anything cold while you shop. Pay a few coins, lock it, and your stuff stays perfectly chilled. Lastly, even a chopstick wrapper has a purpose in Japan. Just follow the tiny origami instructions and it turns into an amazing mini Mount Fuji chopstick rest. 3 things in Japan that always shocked foreigners. First, in Japan, you can actually rent a girlfriend. She will go on dates with you and behave just like a real girlfriend. You can eat together and spend time the same way you would with someone close to you. Foreigners are often shocked to see that they can make a girlfriend without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars like Kazuya. Second, you can not only rent a girlfriend, but even parents in Japan. People rent an older man or woman to experience simple things they missed growing up, like walking through a shrine or eating lunch together. Lastly, some hotels look completely AI generated, with candy-themed rooms, strange backroom-style hallways, and even a small theme park or roller coaster on the roof.
Japan, they have many play cities and neighborhoods where kids learn real traffic rules before they ever enter the real world. These places have working railway crossings, small trains kids can actually ride, and even suggestion boxes where children can share ideas. Second, inside some Japanese train stations, there are stores that sell lost and found items. People lose shoes, umbrellas, headphones, sometimes even expensive gadgets. If no one claims them, the store sells them for super cheap. Lastly, during winter in Japan, you'll find sandboxes placed along pedestrian roads in snowy cities like Sapporo. They're filled with crushed rock that anyone can use for free to spread on slippery sidewalks. You just grab a little from the box and sprinkle it on icy areas to prevent falls.
3 things in Japan that USA really need right now. First, in Japan, there is a cafe where people actually pay to get slapped by a maid wearing full anime cosplay, and instead of getting angry, people laugh and record videos, while tourists line up just to experience it once, because even something stressful is turned into entertainment in Japan. Second, Japan has public toilets designed for mothers, where inside the same stall there is a small, safe baby seat, so mothers can place their baby there comfortably while using the restroom, without holding them or putting them on the floor, which makes daily life much easier. Lastly, when you walk into an Apple store in Japan, you will notice that the phones are not locked to the tables, and there are no alarms or security cables, which means you could pick one up and walk away. But nobody does because people respect the space. 3 things you will only see in Japan but not in your country. First, in Japan, even small details in restaurants show how thoughtful the country is. You'll find baskets placed under every table or chair so you can keep your bag clean and safe instead of putting it on the floor. It's such a small thing, but it shows how much they care about comfort and cleanliness. Second, this Japanese women's restroom feels more like a mini beauty lounge. Inside, you'll find a toilet seat cleaner machine, a makeup area, a place to change shoes, and even vending machines for sanitary pads. The restrooms are spotless, play calming music, and make sure every woman feels comfortable and cared for. Lastly, this escalator system is something most countries don't even think about. If a lift isn't working, the escalator can transform into a slow, safe platform for wheelchair users. Once they reach the next floor, it switches back for normal use. Japan truly makes accessibility feel effortless.
Why food great when I gotta lose weight? Woo! I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
3 reasons why Japan is the safest country, but not the USA. First, in Japan, even kids have phones made just for safety. If a child feels unsafe, they can pull a tag on their phone, and instantly, a loud alarm goes off. At the same time, the phone takes photos using the back camera and sends them to the parents. It's a simple but genius way to protect kids before danger happens. Second, if you buy a phone in Japan, you can't turn off the camera shutter sound, not even on silent mode. That's because Japanese law doesn't allow it. This rule stops people from secretly taking photos of others in public places. It's a small feature, but it keeps everyone's privacy safe. Lastly, in Japan, there are small stores with no cashiers or cameras. You simply take the dumplings you want, put the money in a box, and go. People don't steal or take extra. They just pay honestly.
3 things from Korea that should exist in your country too. First, in Korea, there's this device that helps with the struggle of opening ketchup packets. Instead of hurting your nails or using your teeth, you simply slide it through this part, and it's open, and you can even put it on this roller to get all the ketchup out. In some bakeries in Korea, there's a self-serve bread slicer where you can slice your whole loaf. And what's even better, you can choose how thick or thin each slice should be. Next, and lastly, instead of classic restroom fresheners, Koreans use these flower-scented gel syringes. The gel is placed inside the toilet, and as it comes into contact with water, it releases a beautiful fragrance that lasts until it's fully washed away.
While walking down the streets of Korea, you might come across these small carts roaming around. These are the famous yogurt ladies on a mission to sell healthy dairy products, mostly yogurt of all kinds. Some even come with probiotic pills inside, meant to be taken along with the drink. Just crack open the bottle, take a sip, and the pills will slide right into your mouth along with the yogurt. Spray is simply magical. Let's say you have a wrinkled shirt, but you're in a rush and don't have time to iron it. Just grab the bottle, give the shirt a spray, shake it a few times, and the wrinkles disappear. It even has a pleasant fragrance, so you'll be leaving the house feeling fresh. If you're a Nutella fan, this cafe is a dream come true. It features an unlimited Nutella dispenser, perfect for slathering on croissants, pancakes, or even ice cream.
3 things in Korea that make sense. First, we have Oreo churros. This variety of traditional churros features an Oreo twist by infusing the dough with Oreo flavor. The churros are fried until they achieve a golden, crispy texture, then dusted with powdered sugar and served with a delicate vanilla sauce that enhances their unique taste. Next, we have ice cups. Pre-filled plastic cups loaded with ice allow you to immediately enjoy cold beverages such as coffee with milk. This approach is especially popular on hot days as it quickly chills the drink and keeps it fresh until consumption. And third, We all know that Korean makeup products are high quality, but this one takes it to another level. This face balm comes with a unique twist mechanism, similar to that of a pencil sharpener. With every twist, the right amount of product is dispensed for convenient and hygienic application.
Wouldn't wanna be anybody else.
3 things in Korean restaurants that just make sense. First, when you eat hot pot in Korean restaurants and your clothes start to smell, they have special machines you can step into. With the push of a button, the machine deodorizes your clothes so you leave fresh instead of smelling like food. Next, in Korea, when you order messy food at a restaurant, they give you a disposable apron. This lets you enjoy your meal without worrying about getting your clothes dirty. In Korean restaurants, robot servers handle the cleanup. When you're finished eating, you press a button, the robot rolls over to your table, you place your dishes on it, and it quietly takes everything away for cleaning. And lastly,
There's a reason people in Japan don't rely on their hands. Start with food. Chopsticks are used for almost every meal. Touching food directly is usually seen as impolite, except for a few things like sushi or rice balls. Even greetings follow the same idea. Handshakes and hugs are uncommon. Instead, people bow. It's respectful, clear, and doesn't require contact. Everything follows the same pattern. Less touching, more intention. Could you live like this every day? Then there's the bathroom. Modern Japanese toilets are designed to be almost completely touch-free. Water cleans, air dries, your hands barely get involved.